Are we doing Punished Bruce first, or are we doing Imperious Lex?
Well, first of all, I want to ask you and everyone that's going to be watching a question. What are we, some kind of suicide squad?
I'm leaving.
I actually left. Hey, I needed a segue into Future State Suicide Squad somehow.
God, I fucking hate you.
Uh, so we'll start off with that. Did you read it? Or am I the only one that read
No.
it?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I read like the first 3 pages and I got bored and I left.
Hey, hello, Hack. And Hack says boo on that joke. So Hack's with you. It was a terrible joke.
No, it's 2-1, so get fucked.
Fuck me, am I right? Jonah Hill, fuck me, right?
So Chris, do answer the question. What does the future look like for the squad?
Well, they had a name change. They are now the Justice Squad. So, sometime in future state, the Suicide Squad has been rebranded as the Justice Squad because every member,
PR.
yeah, PR reasons, I guess. Even though I don't know if they're public or not, just they still act like the Suicide Squad, but they're all cosplaying as the Justice League. So you have William Cobb Talon as Batman. You have Clayface masquerading as Martian Manhunter, and Hypnotic Woman as Wonder Woman. Bolt from the Teen Titans, an old Teen Titans member, as Flash.
Very
Uh,
deep cut.
yeah. Some weird alien thing is Aquaman. And then the only one that's an actual proper character is Connor Kent being Superman.
I do wish that they flesh out William Cobb as a character for all they keep pushing him.
Yeah. I think he's only there because he's gonna be in the present day one.
He's gonna be Batman.
Yeah. But like I was saying, they Waller really likes to bring up the fact that Connor should embrace the Luther side, and in a lot of scenes, he's kind of drawn to resemble Luther to a degree. I noticed that either Luther or for some reason with his haircut, he looks like Storm and Norman.
Based.
He really does. Based. Can't wait for Connor to sniff Cassandra.
Oh no. Oh.
But yeah, Waller has rebranded the Suicide Squad as the Justice Squad. But as usual, it's Waller's way or the highway. So if you get out of line, boom goes your head. But then there's also another group that is secretly watching over them, and that's revealed to be the Suicide Squad of Earth 3. Because Waller, for reasons, her backup plan for for the Justice Squad is Task Force Z, which is she's going to use a Black Lantern ring to resurrect the dead crime syndicate.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
There's Manta. I'm just reading through this. I don't care. This didn't mean anything to me.
The Hack says the squad watches the squad who watches the squad. Yeah, pretty much. So
Who watches the squad?
who watches the squad, men?
Who squads the Watchers?
So, story, I'd give it a C minus. It was not interesting at all. It's just this
Okay,
same.
I'm gonna give it a D because I just gave up like 3 pages in. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Bye.
C minus, D plus. Like, it's the same old thing with the Suicide Squad that they recycle. You gotta do what Waller says. Everyone doesn't agree, but they have to because Waller's gonna kill them if they don't. It's just, and Waller has secret plans, but behind her secret plans, and just like, it gets tiring. Like this is every time they like relaunch the Suicide Squad in any capacity, they always do this. They always do the whole I'm the top dog here. You better do what I say, or kabloom, bam, your head goes off. And it doesn't make it interesting again with a different team. I mean, the whole rebranding, I guess, is somewhat interesting, but outside of that, it's not good.
It's Diet Thunderbolts.
Essentially, yeah, it is Diet Thunderbolts. Yeah, just pretty much villains and one former hero, uh, masquerading as heroes. But even then, like I said, I don't even think they're public knowledge. Because I mean, the Suicide Squad is always supposed to be a secret, and if they ever get exposed, Waller can just say, "They're not with me. They're criminals. Do with them as you watch." I mean, that was the whole point with the Suicide Squad. They're expendable, and Waller could just if they get
They literally have
exposed,
bombs in their heads.
yeah, they literally have bombs in their head, and if they get exposed or captured, Waller could say, "I have no ties with them. They're criminals. They escaped. They escaped from Arkham or whatever."
Oh well.
And Hack says, with a name like Suicide Squad, DC should just use that team for war stories with superheroes. I guess.
Oh shit, my pizza. Hell yeah.
So yeah, story, yeah, C minus, D plus. Art was okay in parts. I think the cover looks good. The cover by Javier Fernandez and Marcella Mayolo. That was good. But the interior art by Fernandez and Alex Sinclair, which is weird. The cover, yeah, the cover is by Fernandez, which looks good, but then the interior stuff doesn't really match, and I'm wondering if that's because of Sinclair's coloring, because there is a really big contrast, as you can see on the stream here. On the left you have the cover, and then you have one of the interiors, and the coloring is definitely different and makes the art look different as well. So that's Suicide Squad, the Will Smith team. It was really nothing. There was really nothing to it. At the end of the day, since I know he didn't probably talk about it, and he's in the middle of the fire drill, I'm going to talk about Aquaman, which was actually something I enjoyed. This was probably for this week. This was my highlight for Future State. So Aquaman, the Confluence Part 1. So in Future State, Aquaman is Jackson Hyde, the second, usually sometimes the most recent Aqualad. So the story is split between two parts. So there's the present day stuff, and then the flashback stuff, which obviously leads into the present day stuff. So present day Jackson Hyde is captured by, I believe it's the Atlanteans, and he tells them the story of what happened to him and what happened to Andy, Arthur and Mera's daughter, who is Aqualass, or Aqua Woman as she wants to be referred to as. So we go to the flashback stuff. Jackson is training her, and it's discovered that she has abilities similar to her father, or she's developing abilities similar to her father. Her father can communicate to sea creatures. She can control them, and while they're talking about this, what to do next, Jackson and Andy, they find themselves in the Confluence, which is like this, as described, as like this great ocean that connects time and space. So they're essentially lost, traveling through these different seas, trying to find their way home. And by the end, they mentioned that they're constantly being followed by this.
Can you hear that?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna walk
can hear
over
it,
here.
yeah.
Just okay.
I can hear that buzzing.
You know what? It adds attention to the stream. So go ahead, keep talking.
But yes, they're being constantly followed by this sea creature, the great beast, and in the end, Andy, to save Jackson, who's holding onto her leg, she cuts her own leg off so that he escapes, and we don't know what happened to Andy. But Jackson, after recounting this entire story, escapes from his bonds and reveals that he got a message just before he was captured that says Aquawoman lives, so Andy is alive somewhere. And obviously we know Andy is alive because she's on the Justice League as well. So I would give this I'll give it a B+. I really enjoyed this one. I really, really liked this one. Brandon Thomas is the writer. I'm not familiar with their work, but I think they did a good job. And the art and coloring by Daniel Semperi and Adriano Lucas, who also did the cover as well, is great. Hack says she cuts her leg off, so when does she get her hook leg? It runs in the family. Some appendage has got to get cut off. But yeah, the art and coloring by Semperi and Lucas is great as well. Like, so what you get on the cover is what you're gonna get in the interior. And cool typed up in our chat. Peg leg Andy, fuck yeah. We're gonna get a pirate, like, well, another pirate looking Aquaman or Aquawoman.